95 to 96 degrees, where right now the outlook for the heat index could get up as high as 108 to almost 110 going into this weekend. Nick, 617.
All right, thanks, Tim. That is some hot weather. SNAP, a program that helps feed low-income families, now a target for criminals stealing millions of taxpayer dollars. Georgia State House reporter Abby Kasoris explains.
1.4 million Georgians receive SNAP benefits, a monthly stipend for low-income families to purchase groceries. Yet so far this year, $23 million of credits have been stolen, according to the Georgia Department of Human Services that manages the state's program. Mary Cleese is battling an aggressive form of breast cancer and cervical cancer. She receives SNAP benefits because weekly chemotherapy treatments and neuropathy in her hands and feet make it hard to work.
I need to be focusing on my cancer, and I can't focus on that.
On Sunday morning, the funds were there until she got to the register at Walmart and found out that her $292 for groceries was gone.
They took everything but one penny.
It's not the first time. She says her account was drained in November of 2024. She had to rely on food pantries, but now many of those are exclusively feeding students on summer break.
They're not even open to the public for you to go and get food that you may need because they're providing for these kids.
Cleese is not likely to see that money again after federal funding to reimburse stolen benefits ended in December 2024.
Calling Governor Brian Kemp's office.
She called the governor's office, who directed her to the Gwinnett County DHS office, and they pointed her to an email. She plans to visit them Tuesday. She says $292 might not mean a lot to some, but it means a lot to her.
But they need to dig deeper. They need to find out exactly what's going on, and if they need to put an entirely new system into place, then they need to. I'm upset. I know I come across as being upset, but I am. I'm upset because I need this.
In Snellville, I'm Abby Kasoris.
618, a safety alert for Grovetown because how you call for help in an emergency is changing July 1st. The city says Grovetown police, fire, and medical dispatchers will be managed through Columbia County 911. This way, everybody's under one roof. Leaders say they want response times to improve as well. You can still call 911 if it's a major emergency. If it's a non-emergent problem, call 706-541-2800 instead. Alarm systems or monitored medical devices that called 706-863-1212 will need to change to that new number as well. The city says that old number will be used for utility requests after hours. Taking you outside, giving you a live look here over Cabela Drive. It is 6:19. We'll be right back.
This is JTV. This is JTV, and this is JTV. Shop JTV Jewelry Television at JTV.com for amazing jewelry looks at unbelievable prices. Every style, every color, everything you love about jewelry. This is JTV.
I'm Austin Jackson, and for me, keeping it local really matters. Like when you're hungry. It's tough to beat a great meal at your favorite local spot. Well, if you've been injured, keeping it local matters even more. You need a law firm with experience in our area's courtrooms and a track record you can trust. The CSRA has always been my home. People know my law firm for work in the community as well as for our life-changing results. That's local experience you can count on. If you've been injured, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224.
When you're on the go, Circle K is on the way. Grab something fresh, fast, for just $3, $4, or $5. Whether you're finishing a long night, about to start your day, or just grabbing a quick bite, you'll always find a fresh meal deal ready to go. Easy, fast, and affordable. Get a meal deal at Circle K today. At participating locations, visit CircleK.com for details.
So what do you think about these?
It's 646. All right, thanks, Tim. As the city of Aiken's first female mayor, Teddy Milner is working to connect with the community in different ways. Your Kennedy Payne spoke with her one-on-one on how she'll address your issues.
From safety, specifically Washington Circle off of Hampton, people were concerned because there wasn't enough police presence. To cameras, the city has been installing cameras, as many as they can possibly install. That has created a big positive plus.
When it comes to your concerns, Mayor Milner says she's all ears.
I thought it would be a great opportunity for people to get to know me and for me to demystify the mayorship and ask questions about my job and their concerns.
You haven't seen this before in other cities. The city and the residents, it's been like, you're over here, we're over here. You come together, you reach out. We're a community now. We're all together in this.
In Aiken, growth isn't just measured in new buildings. For many, it's how well the town holds on to its roots.
I think the downtown is what we really are going to be excited about, with finally choosing someone to repurpose the hotel. As always, the Fairfield Street Bridge was a big question mark. We're stuck, but we're going to move forward, and hopefully soon.
You have some concerns, and especially on the development, try to maintain an equal balance of growth, but also remaining the integrity of the small town and the wildlife and space and farms around.
Milner says it's a delicate balance, but one she's committed to keep Aiken feeling like home.
I think that we're on the right path, trying to keep it responsible. We are focusing on having the north side become more inhabited with homes, and hopefully they'll enable a grocery chain to come in.
Mayor Milner says she'll be holding more listening tours in the future and would like to hear from you about what schedule works best. She says her next focus is hearing from the younger generation and downtown businesses. Another safety alert for you to make sure you know to be wary of gators. This is when they typically come out, and one is now dead from an accident with a 12-year-old. You're looking at video from Lake Waccamaw in North Carolina. The police department says several kids were in the water when one shouted they got bit. The group soon saw an alligator swim past. Police expect the child to be okay, but they want to remind everyone, whether local or tourist, be careful by bodies of water.
People are coming in, tourists are coming in. They don't, we need to educate people. Be mindful of your surroundings. Do not feed the alligators. Do not dump your table scraps from supper the night before in the lake.
Now remember, Georgia and South Carolina leaders have a campaign going on right now so that you protect yourself from a gator's teeth and also respect their space. Here's how you can be gator wise. Always assume one is nearby when you're by any body of water. Be especially cautious after flooding or storms. They could be adjusting to all that water too. Never try to capture one or handle it yourself. You want to get away. Make yourself look bigger. Back away slowly. Don't ever try to feed one intentionally or not. That is illegal to do in Georgia, and experts don't want them to feel brave or start coming up for food. They need to be just as scared of us as we are of them. Now, how about this?
Make yourself bigger. That's the
yeah.
way you do it.
It's hard for us. We're not very big.
I remember that feeling. Just starting to know what I could do. But to come into my own, I had to learn that talent alone wouldn't take me to the top. Confidence isn't a handout. You gotta build it. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
Before there was us, before our story began, before the family we created, and the home we built, before everything we have, and the bond that we now share, there was this.
This is Kathy. She's about